Hello, holes and balls. Get hard, get steady, get your butt ready for me, Lilu. So, intellectual property one is the first thing I'm going to talk about. Which, while I'm talking about people stealing from me, I'm also going to be stealing from people. See, there's a problem. People want to own the copyrights to their photos, to their artwork, but they also want new artwork. They want new porn, they want new movies, and they want to steal them. How do you want things from artists when you steal from artists and you don't want them to steal from you? How can we give you epic creations when you want to hold the copyright to things and then you don't want them to be used while you're stealing? It is an intellectual paradox that I give no shits about because everything has been created, so you can steal everything. There's only a formality for those who are living that we dance on. I have a friend who passed away, and I do drawings of them, and their family does not want their image to be used, and I respected that, but it's only for a certain amount of time. It's difficult to see images in your head, to have feelings and wants of arts and needs, and not being able to express them because of someone's stupidity. There are worse people in the world to be making art about, and I'm trying to do something positive. You can draw prisoners in a jail and not give them any respect. They're just prisoners. They're drawings. They're representations, archetypes, pencils. They're not hurting you. So what I'm doing today, besides dropping stuff, is working on a cover, the first issue for my comic, Wrong Side. So it is the System of a Down hand that was stolen from Dune. And then the Steal This album will be put in the hands, and the background will be the Hollywood Hills that will say the name of the comic. All stolen. If the oh, there's children on. If the astronauts, I have no clue for whatever word, the people who originally built everything decided to make copyrights and put up Nazi-esque signs saying, "Please do not take photographs of such and such building," then there would be no art of building. The Steal This album would not exist because of the rights that people had to the jewel cases for the CDs that were stolen, etc. And blah, 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 blah. There are places in Mexico where you're not allowed to take photos of churches because it has something to do with gold and the light, and it makes the gold not shiny. I don't know about that. Might be true. I'm not a gold leaf expert. I despise doing gold leaf. I don't like the little square lines. I'm moving on from there to communicate about the fact that I have had a couple of things that were my ideas, and now I see them on shelves. I feel uncomfortable about it. To go into two or three or four stores and see clothing that I've created myself, styles that I've been originating for years, a skateboard that I put together myself with someone, and then seeing that skateboard on the shelves when I come back into their store. And us looking at each other like, we put together this skateboard, and now a company is selling identically what you envisioned for a skateboard. The fact that I have to come here to Whole Foods and see an ice cream product that I specifically asked the creators of a company, and if you're watching my fucking YouTube, you know who I'm talking about. When I would get sick, I would get the sea salt caramels, and I would ask for them to put it in the ice cream. I just want a cred, just on the side of that label. I don't know what I want. Maybe I don't get that cred. But what's bothering me the most lately is my idea for the peanut butter and jelly pocket. A stupid rectangle filled with peanut butter and jelly. I turned it into a company and they told me it wasn't a good idea. And then later, companies came out with Uncrustables. And I was like, oh, that's why my idea wasn't good. It was because they already were making a product and or they stole my product and then just made it a different shape. Now, 10 years later, I see my product in 7-Eleven, which the PBJ pocket sounds like a anatomy, like a fleshlight. My original concept had a cute little smiley face burnt on it. Kind of like how people joke about painting on the lines to give it that char. I can't imagine how much money I would get for all of the things that I have created. I would imagine 300,000 a month should be coming to me. I think that if I received all the money for what I have done, I wouldn't be the same person. That's what hurts the most. If I just got a royalty check, would I be sitting here talking? Those ideas that I threw out were nothing and they were stolen. I have so many good ideas. The first time someone stole an invention from me was in school. One of my teachers asked, if you all could invent something, what would you invent? And I said, a comb, a brush with a mirror on the other side. I know it's dumb. I've seen it with the Sterling comb mirrors. He wanted to invent a vacuum cleaner with a radio in it. You got to go through the fact of like noise canceling and all that stuff, harmonics. This is so much work. My idea was simple: a mirror on a brush. The reason my idea probably was and wasn't picked up is because that brush was to be used to look at your anatomy. And I don't quite think the people and the grasping of what it really was. I didn't get it either as well. Sometimes I'm too smart for my own good. I don't know what to do with the ideas I have. I don't have time to market. I have tried to market some of my things. The dunking monster, my second submission, because the first thing was denied. I wasn't awarded the patent pending for the peanut butter and jelly pocket. I thought it was pretty fucking pretty simple. There's kids around. It was pretty simple, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it because I believe that they stole the patent and waited 10 years in order to release it so that I couldn't purchase the patent. I then created a concept of a spoon that would hold cookies so you could dunk them. Because why would you hold the corner of a cookie and dunk it? Why not a spoon that gives you 100% cookie soaking satisfaction? Satisfaction. Now, for 20 bucks, I could go in with my basically a set of tongs with graded slits, and I could have that made. There are people whose jobs are to be complete idiots and assholes, to steal and take because they don't have ideas. Their job is to always have a job. And inventors invent and create. The world doesn't know what they want besides money. Now let's jump ahead. I'm going to explain to you something that will destroy every story. Maybe I shouldn't. There's something with the monomyth that involves time travel. And there shouldn't be time travel. You'll see it in the Terminator, in Blade Runner, whatever. If you send someone back in time and they don't exist, they become a robot. That's it. You don't have to make a cyborg, an AI, none of that stuff. If I figured out how to time travel right now and I went back to 1985 and I create a world where I don't exist, my soul and mind will be wiped and I will become a robot. Because if I erase myself, you have to create me and you have to make a machine. If I don't exist, I become a paradox. So the only way I can come back in time is if you create a Skynet, a neural network, and you create robots and you create me. That is the Terminator paradox, which everyone is stupid has not figured out yet. And it'll automatically happen. If you do not create robots of me, the time travel will create even better robots than you create. Liquid melting humans because they get melted in the time travel process. And they merge with the simulation itself. Food for thought, late spades. Information equals the soul.